All right, it is the moment you've all been waiting for. I went live about 1 minute early to make sure everybody can get connected. You are about to see the most amazing card trick. Now, you are going to need your own deck of cards because the trick that I'm going to do is actually going to be performed in your hands, in your house. So some of you who may just be jumping on right now and you are not aware that I have been promoting for 24 hours this amazing magic trick, you need a deck of cards. This is not something just to watch all by yourself. So I am going to do a trick before the trick to give you a chance to run around the house and find a deck of cards. So if you're not ready with a deck of cards, go ahead, run away, go find a deck of cards because I'm going to do another magic trick. First, you could rewatch the video after it's posted and you'll be able to see the first trick that I'm going to do, kind of an introductory trick. So in fact, I want to walk up here and see some of my comments, see who some of my friends are that are here. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are here. So now, I know some of you are like, yeah, I'll just watch it. No, you really need to go get a deck of cards. For the best experience, come on, you got to have a deck of cards somewhere. It's in the den, it's in the garage, it's in that tote full of games and stuff. It needs to be a normal deck, all right? It needs to be one that's got hearts, clubs, spades, and diamonds and numbers on it. About an hour ago, I did a video and I showed you guys a bunch of my favorite decks of cards. I've been a collector of decks of cards ever since I was a little kid. So I am stalling a little bit here because I started a minute early and I want to get those view counts up because this is a must experience live event because I'm going to show you a card trick that you are absolutely going to love. But I can also teach you a couple things like, you know, how to lay the cards out carefully on your arm and then just flip them and catch them and not drop any on the floor. So some of you are off running around getting a deck of cards. Some of you weren't going to, but there's still time. I'm going to do another trick first, and you can rewatch the introductory trick. I'm opening for myself, basically. You'll be able to rewatch that trick after the live event. You really want to have a deck of cards. And by the way, if you're impressed, you know, it takes magicians years and years to master fancy card handling, how to shuffle the deck, how to fan the cards, and but it does help if you have a little bit of string. But one of my favorite gags for years. All right, so it is now 10:02, so I've given some time for some laggers to get here, and even if you're watching this video later, you still should pause the video and go get a deck of cards. Everybody's got a deck of cards in their house. So first I'm going to show you an introductory trick. And this is one that I just ordered it online from a magic shop. And I'm going to be premiering it here for the very first time. Now this is not the trick. That one's next. That's the one because you're all running around the house right now looking for decks of cards, all right? But I do want to show you a really cool deck. So, and this trick will be using the deck here that I have in my hands. The next trick, the most amazing trick, is going to be done in your hands, in your house. The magic's going to go through my iPhone, out into however you're watching this, and the magic's going to happen on your end. But let's do our introductory trick. All right, I've got a regular deck of cards here. Actually, they're kind of giant cards, but that's all right. I'm going to shuffle them here. I think you can see where I'm shuffling. Yeah, so I'm going to shuffle these here. It's kind of funny with these big decks. You can't shuffle them end to end. You kind of have to shuffle them from the side. So I'm trying to convince you that these aren't in any kind of special order or anything. So I'm just kind of randomly mixing these up. Now remember, if you're just tuning in, I'm going to be doing the most amazing trick next, but it involves you using some cards in your own hands. So I'm doing another opening trick right now, and then you can run around the house. You can skip this trick and make sure you go get your deck of cards so that you can benefit from that. Okay, I think I've thoroughly mixed this up enough to where there's no way I could have them in any kind of special order. So what I'm going to do is I just bought this trick. It was guaranteed to work every time on first try. So what we're going to do, let me move my table over here. We need to do a random selection, but since it's through the TV, I need you kids to yell at your TV. Can you yell at your TV? All right, there, practice. Yell at your TV. Oh, not so loud. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fan through these cards, all right, that I've been shuffling, and you have to tell me when to stop. All right, so just yell stop when you want me to stop fanning. Now, you have to yell it while I'm fanning the cards, all right? If you wait too long, then I've already gotten through the whole deck. All right, let's try it again. You ready? You're going to yell stop really loud so I can hear you at your TV or phone or iPad or whatever you're watching on, and then I will stop. Ready? Here we go. No. You have to wait till I actually start fanning the cards to yell stop. All right, I'm just messing with you. I'll go slower this time, all right? So just tell me when to stop. We do a nice round. Oh, that sounds good. I'm going to flip those over. I'm going to keep going. Here we go. Tell me when to stop. Very good. Okay, so I just randomly fanned through these, and obviously I can't hear you guys, but I just did a random fan. You could tell there's no edges marked or anything. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take the first face down card in the deck, and there it is. That's the first face down card. Now, I'm not going to look at it because the point of the trick is I don't know what it is. So I'm going to show it to you, but I'm going to look away, all right? There's no mirror because I can see the reflection in the screen. So I'm going to turn this around, and then you're going to memorize what it is, and I'm going to close my eyes really tight, and I'm going to look away. My eyes are tight, so hopefully I'm holding this to where you can see it upside down. I guess cards work either way. Okay, you see the card? You know what it is? Okay, I'm going to put it back on here. And it's nice and square, so there's no way I can know what the card is. I'm going to go ahead and just cut the deck so the card's now hidden down in the middle of the deck. So now my job is to read your minds. Now, there's over 30 people online right now, but even if you're watching this later, I'm going to time travel through the internet, and I'm going to read your mind even in the future when you watch this video, even if it's a year from now. I'm just going to designate a little part of my brain to future time reading. But for those of you who are live right now, I'm going to read your mind. I'm going to fan through the cards here. It kind of helps get the idea going. And abracadabra, hocus pocus. Remember, this trick I bought was guaranteed to work on the first try. You helped me pick the 7 of diamonds. Isn't that amazing? Put in the comments if that was correct. The 7 of diamonds. I know you guys are amazed. I'm just waiting for confirmation in the comments that it was indeed the 7 of diamonds. Come on, someone tell me, was it not the 7 of diamonds? I'm looking in the comments here. No. Oh, it wasn't the 7 of diamonds. That's right. A good magician never gives up. And here we go. We're going to do abracadabra. Poof! It was the 8 of spades. That's what it was. I know it has to be because the trick was guaranteed. No? Well, I need a model for the children. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Is it this one? No? What about this one? No? Remember, this is not the most amazing trick. This is the opening one. Is it this one? No? Is it even close? Now, hang on a second here, guys. I bought this trick online, and it guaranteed, look at this. It has a magician's insurance policy that says right here, read your policy. This policy covers failure and extended coverage. It promised me. I paid a lot of money for this trick. And Larry, I guess I better read the fine print. Let's see here. I know somewhere in here it's got to have some instructions here. I don't understand this policy. What is it with this? Oh, was this your card? The King of Diamonds. Well, it's a good thing I paid a little extra for that guarantee to make sure that the trick worked. All right, it's now almost 10 after, and I need to now do the amazing trick that you've all been waiting for. and we'll see what happens, all right? So what are you guys saying in the comments? Are you telling me it didn't work? What? Okay, some of you guys are messing with me, I think. All right, so you got to have your deck of cards. Let me get my regular deck of cards, not my string deck. And so I'm going to go through some detailed instructions here. All right, so you have your deck in your hands, right? I want you to go ahead and shuffle it, all right? If you know how to do a fancy shuffle, you can go ahead and, shuffle the cards, and you can fan them like that. Kids, I know shuffling can be kind of hard. So here's what you can do. If you want to do 52 card pickup, you just bend the cards and woo! And you can shuffle them that way all over the floor. And the reason is you're only going to need 9 of the cards, all right? So I'm gonna find 9 random cards. There's 2, let's see, 3, 4, no jokers, all right? Let's see, I'm the only joker allowed in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll get one more random one. 9. All right. So what you're going to do, don't let me see the cards, all right? Oh, I'm stepping over my cards. Make sure that you pick 9 random cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, if you threw your cards all over the floor, just pick up 9 cards. If you shuffled them really cool, you can just count 9 cards off the top of the deck. You can do half of them off the top, half of them off the bottom. I know 9 doesn't divide by 2. I'll let you figure that out. You can even go through the deck and pull out, from within the deck. But all you need to do is make sure, don't do what I just did. Don't let me see the cards. You need to keep the cards to the back of the screen. So you're going to have your 9 cards, because here's what I'm going to do. It's going to blow your mind. All right. I am actually going to pick a card from your hand, and then I'm going to magically reveal what your card is, and I'm going to do it with each and every one of you that are watching, and I'm going to do it at the same time. So if you just got here, you got to get a deck of cards really quick. Run. Pause the video. All right, so you got your 9 cards. Now, when you play a card game, you fan the cards out like this, right? Remember, make sure they're not facing the screen so that I can't see them. Now, I'm not actually going to do the trick here. I'm going to do it there with your cards. I'm just showing you what to do. So just like a magician would fan out the cards, all 9 cards, and hold them up to the screen backwards, so that I can see the corners of them. All right, and if your fan's not really fancy, that's fine, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one of your cards. All right, so fan them out, and I'm looking at your cards. I'm pretending these are your cards, but these don't really matter. And let's see here. I'm going to pick in your hand. Put your finger on the top card. That would be too obvious. And so move to the second card. That might still be too obvious. Let's see. How about the third? Yeah, don't do anything with the card. Just hold that third card. Don't pull it out. Just peek at it. All right. So if I was on your side, I would be looking at the 1, 2, the 3. For me, it would be this Queen of Spades. But leave the cards just like they are. Don't let me see them. Don't turn them around, because I'm picking the third one down from the top. And that is the card that I am going to tell you what it is, all right? So just square the cards up. That's called squaring the cards up. The card that you picked for this to work needs to be the third one down from the top. I could do 4 or 5, but I like 3. It's like the Holy Trinity, okay? So you're going to hold the cards just like this in your hand. Now, it'll be helpful if you have a table, coffee table, kitchen table, wherever you're sitting. You're going to need that table. If you're in a situation where you don't have a table, ask mom or dad to just hold their hand out for you, because I'm going to try to figure out what your card is by just having you count them out in kind of a fun and special way. All right. Now, I have a board here, and to help you with spelling, in case you struggle with spelling some of these words, because every card has 3 parts. Right? It has a number or a value, and it has a suit, and then it has a third part I'll tell you about in a second. Now, the first thing I'm going to have you do is, don't do it till I explain it. You're going to count out the value of the card. But you're going to spell it. So say your card is a 2. All right, don't do it yet. You're going to count from the top to the table. You're going to go T-W-O, just like that. Maybe you chose the 11 of spades. You're going to count out the word 11. Not yet. You're going to count out E-L-E-V-E. K-I-L-E-V-E-N, all right? Or if maybe it's a king, you spell the word. You would do K-I-N-G right off the top. If it's an ace, that's not a 1, it's an ace, but you could count out 1 or ace because it's the same thing basically. And so that's what you're going to do, and then the rest of the cards you're going to keep in your hand, all right? So go ahead and count out the value of the card. You spell it out. Okay, now mine happened to be a queen, so I'm going to go Q-U-E-E-N, all right? I'm going to give you a second. Keep holding on to these. Don't do anything with them. And you're going to count out that number. Don't say it out loud. I might hear you. But you're spelling out 4, you're spelling out 7, maybe you're spelling out Jack. But you've spelled those out and you've put them down on the table or in your mom or dad's hand. So now you've got some leftover cards in your hand. Just drop them on top, okay? Then pick those back up. Now, I said there's 3 important parts of a card. There's the value and the suit. The second part that people overlook all the time is that word of, the magical word of. Because it's always the 2 of spades or the queen of hearts. So I think you can spell the word of. You're just going to go O-F. Just count from the top to the bottom, 1 letter at a time, O-F. And then just like before, take all your extra cards and just drop them on top. You can probably guess what's next. We've done the value. We've done the magical of. Now you're going to count out and you're going to spell the card. Now diamonds, if you happen to pick a diamond, or I picked a diamond, that's a big word, so I spelled it out here. You could count the letters or you could spell it out. Mine was the, I'm going to peek because mine doesn't really count. Yeah, mine was the queen of spades, so I'm going to count out Q, U, U, E, oh no, spades. I'm goofing up my own trick. Queen, I already did queen of, now I do spades. S-P-A-D-E-S. After you've spelled out the hearts, clubs, spades, or diamond, and it's plural, it's got an S on the end, hearts, clubs, spades, diamonds, you're going to drop the rest on top. So now pick that stack up, and now be prepared for the most amazing part of the trick, because I am going to reveal your card to you. I'm going to read your mind through the TV, through the iPad, through the phone, however it is, and I'm going to reveal your card. Now, how many of you think I can actually read your mind? You could have chosen any 9 cards. Some of you have cards over the floor. You could have put them in any order. I could have picked any card in your hand. I just happened to choose the 3rd one down from the top. And you've been spelling out the value, the ofs, and the suits, and it could have been any of those. So your cards are still in a completely mixed up random order. Are you ready for me to tell you the card that you picked? Well, there's a catch. You see, I'm just a man. There's no way I could actually know, don't give up on me yet, what your card is, because there's lots of you and you're all over it, even those of you watching this in the future. But you know who does know your card? You know who knows what's going on in your house, in your home, in your life, in your heart, who knows everything about you and loves you and cares for you. In fact, he loves you so much that he died for you on the cross to save you from your sins because he wants to spend eternity with you. That's right, it's Jesus. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to count out the word Jesus. You're going to go J, do it with me, E, S, U, S. And now this one, these you don't need. You can throw them aside. Pick up those cards on the table. And if you would, all together now, we're just going to turn over the top card. And there we go. That is the card that you picked. That's right. Jesus said, with man this is impossible, but with God all things are possible. So during this crazy Corona season when things are getting canceled and we're cooped up inside and we're nervous about what's going on in this world, I want you to know that while I'm far away and I can't be there with you and hang out with you, I want you to know that Jesus is there with you. He knows you. He loves you. He knows what's going on in your heart and in your mind, even those secrets that you keep to yourself because maybe you're scared to share them, things you're nervous about. He knows and he cares because he is amazing. So take some time today to hang out with Jesus. thank him for his love, and make sure that you appreciate the fact that Jesus knows everything. I hope you enjoyed that trick. Remember to join me this Sunday morning for Kids Church Online. Me and my leaders, we've been working hard on a special Kids Church service just for you. If you're a High Point Church family, you can just go to highpointchurch.us/kids live. If you're watching this and you're from another church and you would like your kids and parents to benefit from it, just go to kidology.org/KCO, or you can spell out Kids Church Online. And there's a Vimeo link there. There's a parent discussion guide there. Everything you need to share some magic and some fun with your kids on this Sunday morning. And then I want to remind you of two really cool apps that you can download. Kids, you need mom and dad's permission. But Kids Church Online is actually being featured in these apps. One of them is called allstarskids.com. And All Stars Kids is in Roku. It's in Apple TV. It's on Android. It's on iOS. It's a really cool app filled with fun videos that kids can spend hours just watching good quality, wholesome stuff. And another one's called VBG. It's Valued by God. You can just go to valuedbygod.com, or you can search VGB in your app store and download that. And Kids Church Online is already in those apps, but you're not supposed to really watch until Sunday. But you can watch last week's if you missed it. So I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed that magic trick. If you just do exactly what I did, you can do that trick for your friends and amaze them by letting them know at the end that Jesus knows everything. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you next time on PK Live.